to get this episode 7 going. Sorry for the beeps. Here we go. Let's see who's gonna hop on. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Need to get the mic set up because you probably can't hear shit because it's fucking loud. Let's see here. Hello, hello. Sorry for the sound. I'm gonna fix it in about 2 seconds. Here we go. Hang. Hopefully that works. All right, let's see. Not a green screen. Who's gonna hop on? We got some steps to do. Welcome. How's it going? Are you here for fragrances? You are here for something else? Entertainment? How'd you find my channel? Are you a subscriber? You like fragrances? What's your scent of the day? Let me know. I'm curious. What'd you wear? I wore Issey Miyake Fusion d'Issey Extreme, which I don't have with me right now. It's over in the other room. But I do have this Issey. Got this one with me here. Nuit d'Issey Bois. Bois Arctique. Oh, holy shit. Got 41 people in here. God damn. All right. Well, welcome. I'm not sure where all y'all came from. Howdy. Talking about perfume. If you saw my thumbnail, you saw this private label. So, by Javoy Paris. Anyone's familiar with that house? Probably one of the most popular ones, Psychedelic. It's a patchouli fragrance. But if you are here for perfumes, drop your scent of the day in the chat, please. If you can hear me, let me know with a thumbs up. Hope you had a good day. It's Thursday. Getting some steps in. Got to finish my day at 12,000. So I'm currently, thanks for the thumbs up, whoever you are, appreciate it. Yeah, I'm at about 7,000 steps a day, so I got about 5,000 to do. More or less 2 miles, 2.5 miles ish, something like that. If you're curious, what's up? What is that? Pection He Eva. Hello, I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name right. Move to speed 8. That is a 5. You're off on both accounts, but I wouldn't be able to talk because I'm not superhuman. If I could do speed 8 and talk, that'd be amazing. Oh, thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate you. Imagine you're the wisest guy in the room. What advice would you give to someone who's looking for one? Oh, I don't know. That's a tall order, but I don't think I could imagine being the wisest guy to begin with. So, I don't know if that's a good enough answer, but I guess, I don't know. Maybe Wu Wei. I'll say that. Wu Wei. That's what I would give. That'd be my piece of advice. Essentially boils down to go with the flow. It means more than that, but yeah. Good question though. Ape. Hello, how's it going? Thanks for hopping in here. Are y'all here for fragrances? Or are you here for another reason? I'd love to hear scent of the day if you are into fragrances. If you read my description, then you saw that I'll talk about a little bit about philosophy, maybe natural bodybuilding, which is why I'm getting these steps in here, preparing for another show. But perfume mostly. If you clicked on for my thumbnail, we'll just talk about this for a while. And yeah, so that is a vetiver-based fragrance, and it's got a couple of. There's another one called Incident Diplomatique by Javoy, and it is a great fragrance. It's a little bit sweeter, a little bit boozier. This one's drier, smokier, much more on the kind of masculine side of where fragrances fall. Not that Incident Diplomatique is feminine by any means, but it is certainly sweeter. So some people associate that with a much more, I guess, boozy quality to it. I actually meant to buy that one before I bought this, and that's, I was like, oh, that's the one that I wanted, which I liked private label, but Incident Diplomatique, I think, is a little bit better for my taste. I still like this one and enjoy it, but that's on my radar. And then, of course, Psychedelic is going to be, that's a gorgeous patchouli fragrance. Hello, Emerson Mendoza. I think you were on last time, right? If I remember correctly, Emerson. Were you from Argentina or was it from Rhode Island? I can't remember, but I appreciate you coming back on. Appreciate the other thumbs up. It was Argentina. If you had the offer to get a Nintendo Switch 2, would you take it? Who is this? Caleb's the goat. My nephew got the Switch 2, and I played a little Donkey Kong with him. Oh, Guatemala. Lo siento. No, I don't, las banderas, no sabes todo, or no, what is it? No conoces todo. So, no conozco todo. I think that's how you'd say it. If you had so yeah, I mean, maybe I would take it, but I don't game. So, but good question. My nephew had it. It was a fun game, Donkey Kong. I like playing him in Mario Kart. He always kicks my ass. Drop your scent of the day. Let me know what are you wearing. I see 4 people in the chat. But yeah, I mean, Javoy Paris has got a ton of fragrances. You can't really find them too readily in the States. They are a little bit more geared towards the European boutiques, as far as I know. But if you did watch my other live, I have this other fragrance. But yeah, if you want to know more about that, I just want to talk about that fragrance because I put it in the thumbnail, and I do enjoy it. But I'd rather have the other one. This one, if you're in my last live, been getting some wearings out of it, and yeah, I think it's a very, very well done fragrance. Subtle, not in your face, and you're not going to offend people. I think it would be a good office scent, although some may disagree because some people might say like it's more of like a romantic, sexy scent, but I don't see it that way. I see it more of a clean, soapy fragrance. Very, very similar to Prada's style of fragrance before they got into the Luna Rosa line. So if you're familiar with like Prada Amber Pour Homme, the purple juice in the clear bottle, that was very soapy. And they had this entire line that was an infusions line they had, but pretty much all of those fragrances had a base of iris. It was like iris to cedra, iris to neroli, iris whatever, but they were, yeah, very clean. That's what that reminds me of. I don't see that as like a sexy fragrance. I mean, it smells good. The cardamom's okay, but it's not like La Nuit de l'Homme or, I don't know, some other cardamom bombs. Halloween Man Shot, I think. It's like a clone of La Nuit de l'Homme. Thank you for the thumbs up. Appreciate you. But yeah, so anyway, enough about that. What else? I have these two. Kind of brought these out. So I've got Bulgari Man in black, and I've got this Histoire de Parfum 18.99. All right, and I chose these to talk about because they are very similar. One's a niche perfume, one's a designer, and although the Bulgari has gotten more expensive, I think this is a 2.5 ounce. I paid a couple of years ago like $45, something like that. Recently looked at the discounters, and I want to say that it shot up to like 65, 75 bucks. So as with everything else, prices increased. I don't know if it's quite worth it, maybe, because then you're getting into territory of this one. You can also find it for about 100 bucks, which, in my opinion, it's a better done fragrance. There's not too much of a difference, but you can tell that the quality of the materials that they use is higher, and I think it's worth a little bit more money if you're already kind of going to spend close to 100 bucks on a designer. That being said, if you can find Man in Black at a better price, then go with that one. Let's spray them. Let's revisit them because it's been a while. Another one that I think you should absolutely not buy if you're looking into a scent similar to these, do not get Initio side effect. That right there is almost exactly like this one, and it's like 3 times the cost. It's absurdly expensive for something that you can pay much, much, much less for. So that would be my recommendation. Let's see. Oh yeah, such a clean, very, very, very clean tobacco scent. A little bit of booze. You got some spices, some like cinnamon. Who's this? So Tuitu. Hello. Thanks for hopping in. Appreciate the comments. How's your day going? Hope it's going well. Where are you coming from? Where are you from? Are you from the US? Are you from outside of the United States? Man, it smells good. Missed that one. It's been a while. Let's do this one next. The Histoire de Parfum, $18.99. About to spray this. Yeah, so this one has there's some similarities on the open. This one's more citrusy. You do get that nice clean tobacco though on the back end, but just a nice, fresher, cleaner open. Like I said, you can smell the quality in this one, and if it's worth it on the opening. Y'all got any Stetson? No, I haven't. What's up? This is St. Jason. I think it's, yeah. No Stetson, but I should get a bottle of that. I had that when I was a kid, man. And like, it's funny because it's seen as like an older gentleman's fragrance, but I think it smells good. I don't know. It's definitely nostalgic. Do you wear it? Do you wear Stetson? Do you wear other fragrances? Very similar. So, yeah, a little rundown of that one. Let's see. I'm getting tired. Inclines a little bit. higher than I normally go. Might drop that down and increase the speed. Knock them out a little bit faster. Let's see if I can hang up. No, I was just having some fun. I'm currently wearing Blue de Chanel. Oh, nice. Okay. That's a classic, man. I don't think you can go wrong with that. It smells good. Do you collect? Are you a collector? Or are you kind of like a few fragrances that you got in rotation all year? Is it the EDT, the EDP, the perfume, or the new one? I don't know what the new one, the Extreme or Intense or something. That one's like absurd. That's like $300, I think. It's crazy expensive for those. If you like, oh, I got something. If you like Bleu de Chanel, and you like something fresh like that, this one's going to be a little bit more woodsy. Check this one out. It's a good fragrance. Issey Miyake's Nuit d'Issey Bois Arctique. Definitely got a hint of some freshness. I have been for years. Not a big collection, but over the years. Okay, nice. What are some of your current rotations right now? Or favorite houses? Oh man. I'm such a fanboy of Issey Miyake. The quality of fragrances that come out of them, out of that company, it's worth the $40 that you spend at discounters. You're spending, I think, on a lot of these designer fragrances today, close to $120 for 100 ml, and a lot of them are so redundant that it's hard to justify that price unless you really love it. And I get it, because there's some fragrances like that where it's like you just like it, but you can find other stuff. My current rotation is Sauvage, Polo Red, Bond 9, which Bond, and I love the alt clone of Creed Aventus. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's a solid rotation. So it seems like you like things on a little bit more fresher side. That Polo Red, from what I remember, it's got a little bit of powderiness to a little sweetness. I think vanilla too. It smells nice. I think I got my dad that bottle a couple of years ago. I'm curious which Bond you're wearing. And Sauvage, what is that? Which version? The EDT, EDP, Parfum, the Forte. There's so many. The Elixir. I have the Elixir, man. The Elixir's fire. I like that anise note, the licorice, and it's just got this really nice barbershop effect to it, and it's strong as hell. Creed Aventus is never, you can't go wrong with that. I know a lot of people give it shit, blah, 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 blah. You know, there's so many copies of it, but that DNA is popular for a reason, like, because it smells good. And I have probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 different fragrances that smell in that same kind of, oh, the EDPs on all of them. Nice. Okay. Yeah. I tend to gravitate towards EDPs too. Do you not like to buy EDTs? Or you... All right, little update on my speed. Bump this bad boy up to 3.4. Incline at a 5.0. Strong Sauvage is a bit, yeah, it is definitely peppery. Yeah, certainly. And I think the EDT has this super sharp metallic note that I can't handle. Like, I can't wear it on myself. I like it. I like smelling it on other people, but it is just too sharp and it gives me a headache. But I really enjoyed the Forte and the Elixir. The Elixir probably my favorite, but I like the Forte. Something about it is good. It's different. There's no alcohol in it, and it looks milky. Looks kind of cool. Maybe I'll pick up a bottle of that down the road. The The perfume's nice too, and the EDP's classic. Like, yeah, I think EDP over EDT for sure. Where am I at, y'all? Where am I at? Okay, 4,000 steps more. 30 minutes. You guys gonna hang on with me for 30 minutes? I don't know if I can talk to myself for 30 minutes. You're gonna have to engage. Although I've been doing it last couple of days anyway. Never smelled the LV Imagination. Might check it out at the LV store in Dallas. Okay, yeah, the Imagination. It smells good, but you be the judge as far as if you want to spend, what is it, $350, I think. Good night. You can get a lot of other fragrances that smell like Imagination for half the price. You get 3 fragrances for that. Do you have any other LVs? Thanks for the thumbs up, y'all. I don't know who's dropping them and leaving, but I'll take the thumbs up. You want to hop in my channel, give me a thumbs up and bounce. I'll take it all day. You want to sub? You want to subscribe? I'll take that even more. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, so let's change topics real quick. Well, let's talk St. Jason. I guess you live in the Dallas area. Yeah, man, Dallas is nice. I was up there last year. Out there. Did a High Rocks. I don't know if anyone is... Oh, Fort Worth. Okay, yeah, I mean, right there. I'm in San Antonio, so not too far. I did a High Rocks, which is this fitness race in Dallas with a buddy of mine in November. I was trying to manage competing in natural bodybuilding and preparing for the High Rocks, and that was fun. Probably wouldn't suggest it because you can't do either one at a very high level unless you're like, I don't know, Superman, some genetic freak, or I shouldn't say freak, but phenom, which I'm certainly not. But oh, thanks, man. I appreciate. Much obliged. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for stumbling upon my channel, showing some love. Appreciate it. Yeah, dude. Fort Worth is cool. I haven't been to Fort Worth proper in a minute. That's probably been like 10 or 15 years. But I like the vibe. It's more chill, more relaxed, not as, fast paced, or at least when I was there, it seemed much more, kind of more like San Antonio, I guess. Although you have Dallas right next door, which is nice because you kind of get the dichotomy of both. All right. It is getting a little bit warm. Might have to take the sweater off. I was freezing earlier. The drawbacks of being lean and ready for the stage, or close to being ready for the stage at least, is you're cold all the time. You don't realize it, but it's basically still summer here, and I'm always in a damn sweater. Although I'm in shorts too. I don't wear pants. Fuck pants. No pantalones. Whew. All right, man, let's see where my heart rate kind of dropped a little bit. Maybe I'll just pick it up one more. Usually try and keep my heart rate at around 100 if I can. Nothing too crazy. 90 to 100. Cruising at a solid 94. I don't know if you can see that, but upside down you can't. 94. Whew. 3.5, 5.0 incline. Let's go. Let's go. All right, y'all into movies at all or shows? I just started this Aliens Earth. I think it's pretty cool. I don't have the time to sit and watch an entire episode all the way through. And I feel like the experience would be much better if I did. But I watch like 15 or 20 minutes, sometimes an hour, but I'm doing other stuff, so I don't dedicate full attention to it. But yeah, I like the whole alien universe. I've been watching it since I was a kid, nostalgic. He needs some milk. Who needs some milk? Josh Gee, what's up, man? Thanks for hopping in. I work for a government agency that does allow shorts, but it doesn't allow shorts. Rock on, man. You gotta wear shorts if you can. The air traffic guys can, but the admin offices don't. Oh, yeah, I gotta have 2 sets of rules for what? I don't know. That's silly. If one group's allowed, the other group should be allowed too. That doesn't make sense. I'm glad you push back on that. Keep wearing shorts. Josh Gee, what's your scent of the day, man? Let me know. Are you here for perfumes? Hey, you want me to up my calcium, which I just had a smoothie, cottage cheese, yogurt, strawberries, banana, protein. Boom. Let's go. It's pretty good. Kind of turns out to ice cream. Got to add some ice and then, your choice of milk. Me and my son saw the newest Conjuring last week, and I'm not really into scary horror movies. But oh, really? Okay. That's good to know. I was just talking to my wife about finding a scary movie, and same thing. I'm not really into horror stuff. I used to be, but these days not so much. But, every once in a while putting on one of those. What would you say? How does it compare? Did you watch the first one? Because I think the first one was pretty good. And then the second one, there's a bunch, but the first 2 were pretty good. And then the last couple ones I didn't really get into. But how do they compare? Let me know. All right, let's go back to some fragrances real quick, because this is a fragrance channel after all. And let's talk about Diaghilev. All right, so this is Roja Diaghilev. All right, so funny about that one is that it's a super expensive fragrance. I think it's like $500, maybe more. I don't know what it is anymore. But when I first got that, it kind of smelled like halitosis, like bad breath. Now, as I've evolved, you can smell more. You can smell the aldehydes. You can smell what to me smells like a little bit of maybe peach, clean soapiness to it. It's got this sparkly, effervescent feel to it. And it certainly does have a more mature scent and profile. Maybe musk, I'm not sure, at the base. But that's what I get from it. It's like a classic. Probably not the best comparison, but something along the lines of Chanel No. 5. It's in that same vein. I haven't smelled the original in a long time, but to me, it's a nice scent, well done. It just doesn't make sense to me because you can get that DNA in a lot of other less expensive fragrances than paying $500. And I think that's the theme in most Rojas. Like, you can get Apex and you can get Elysium. Those are like $350. And again, it's one of these houses that is going after the mass appealing scent and just upping the price for no reason. I mean, for a reason, to make money, but the discerning consumer should be able to tell the difference and hopefully not just name chase and go for actually a value mixed with something that they like, right? Not always about value. You want to get what you like, but should be some balance. There is one that is I smelled, or a couple from Roja that I hadn't smelled something similar, but they don't get love, right? Burlington. That one's ultra expensive. Smells good though. It was just as good as the first. Oh shit, okay, and I liked it. Liked it knowing it was based on oh yeah, that's the trippy shit, right? The trippy shit is the fucked up, like the stuff I mean, some of it actually happened, which sounds awful. All right, give me a second. I'm gonna take this off. Let's see. Hopefully I don't trip and eat shit. Okay, here we go. Okay, hopefully that's not too loud. Maybe the sound quality improved. Who knows? Oh, fuck. Almost there. All right, look at that. 100 even. Oh, wait. It went dead. 100. 99. 9,900 steps. 2,000 more to go. Let's go. Who else is with St. Jason? Thanks for hanging on, bro. I appreciate it. Making this a much more pleasant experience, engaging. Sometimes in the mornings I'll be on at like 5:36 and I got nothing. Although homie Emerson Mendoza chilled with me for a long time. Appreciate you, man. That was tight. From Guatemala. Love it. All right, so we talked about Diagolide. What's another one? Okay, here we go. Here's another real, it's a kind of, if you're into perfume, you may or may not know, Bortnikov. This is Musk Khabib. I'm not gonna try and open this dabber right now. Dabbers suck in general. That one is another kind of rare fragrance. I don't even know if Russian Adam, who is the perfumer, I believe, for Bortnikov, makes that anymore. I'm not sure if he still does Musk Khabib, but it's a great musk. So that's something, right, in the same line as what I would consider Diagolide. And that one I would much rather pay for and support a, independent perfumer rather than a more commercial Lafayette. Oh, that's a good one. I like Lafayette. That's a good. Smells nice. Yeah. Yeah, some solid frags, man. But yeah, that's kind of also like, I don't know, maybe y'all tell me my perspective's kind of weird on this. When I look at fragrances, it's like I can spend, 200, 300 bucks on a more commercially supported niche house, or I can try and find a similar fragrance from an independently owned, single perfumer house, get something arguably more unique and support the small guy. Not to say that I'm not supporting the business and the perfumers behind that business, but this is, at least I know, is going directly to that individual. So that's kind of where I shop. Unless, right, then I go the other side and I'm like, hey, well, if I can find something like this, right, this was 40 bucks and it smells phenomenal, right? Same thing with something like this. 40 bucks and you're smelling great. So it used to be my wife. Or is it more than you? Oh, okay. Yeah, it is. I mean, dude, I think all fragrances are unisex. I was rocking, what did I put on? Guerlain, the Shalimar Soufflé Intense. So damn good. Like, that is, oh my God, I bought it for my wife. She didn't like it. She's like, it's too sweet. Dude, the mandarin opening and the creaminess, the vanilla, it really does. It has this amazing, soft, subtle vanilla, and it's just super cozy. It lasts forever. Great in the winter. Definitely something if you're just chilling at home on a cold day and you're just on the couch and you just want to smell something that is comforting and you're just relaxing. Dude, that fragrance, it's a woman's fragrance, right? I've worn it out before too. Never any comments. You smell like a girl or whatever. No, never got one of those. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that's my take. Let's see here. What else? Oh, you want to know something? Okay, so I was talking about zoologist, right? In one of my other lives. We've got zoologist Dodo. Holy shit. Literally shit. Like, I love so many of his other fragrances. Victor does it like, and I get it. They're supposed to smell the way that they're supposed to smell. But I've tried that on 3 or 4 times. Good Lord. And there are 2 versions. He had a reformulation. I think there's a couple that have been reformulated like Bat. I don't have the reformulated Bat. I have the original, which is freaking awesome. But both versions, I cannot do it. There's something in there. It just smells like pure ass. So be warned if you ever come across it. Don't spray it on your skin. Promise you, you don't want to do it. I mean, maybe you do. I don't know. But yeah, Camel is much better. This guy right here, Hyrax, this one gets panned. If you go to Fragrantica and you look up Hyrax, it's like a 3.6, 3.7. Dude, that fragrance, fire. It has some crazy ass transitions. Like the first opening, you get this date and kind of like fruity opening, but then it quickly will turn into kind of like a pissy oud kind of nastiness to it. You'll get in the middle, but then hours later, that smells like some of the like. It's just such a nice like leather mix with like benzoin. There's some musk, but it's got this really nice dry down, and the dry down lasts all day. Like I'm talking 12, 14 hours through washing your skin, and that's just sprays from this tiny ass, that's 3 sprays. Like, and you can smell it. I could smell it from my forearm, from my hand. But you got to get through, right? You got to get through the funk. But that's something that is niche perfumery, right? That's what I'm looking for if you're buying from an independent perfumer like Victor Wong, and his customer service is outrageous. He always updates his people, does a really great job handling the situations that he's in right now because of all this tariff bullshit. So hats off to him keeping his customers informed. It's respect. It's not easy work doing a lot of the stuff yourself. But yeah, so if you've got any interest in zoologists or you've never heard of them, you should check them out just because the dude's a G. All right, almost 40 minutes in. I think I'm gonna hit. We'll be close to the 45-minute mark when I'm wrapping up, is my estimate. Yeah, I've got another 7 minutes. 7 minutes with y'all. 3 people. Where are you at? Let me know. St. Jason, let me know his scent of the day. We got 2 other beautiful souls in the house. Yeah, check out Zoologist, dude. I think they should have a pretty solid sample set. You used to have the whole collection. I don't know if he still provides it, but it was way reasonable back when I bought it. It was like $110 for 24 different scents or something. So it was like sold, done. It's probably a little bit more expensive. It has to be these days, but you get your hands on it, snag it. Let's see. What else I got? What else did I bring to the party? Oh yeah, so I was just talking about, this is Camel. Camel's probably my favorite. Bat is close behind, but again, I don't know how the reform smells, but Camel, if you like that dried fruit smell, a little bit of incense, a little bit of smoke, and a tiny, it's not as funky, it's not as animalic as Hyrax. It's basically Hyrax, but removing some of that animalic note and the pissiness and replacing it, might sound gross, but replacing it with a little bit of fecalness, right? So it's like a trade. But for whatever reason, I'd rather have that barnyard smell than the pissy, kind of more sharp, acrid scent of urine. And I know it sounds like super gross, but if you're into perfume, it'll make sense. If not, I don't know what to tell you, right? But yeah. I think that might be all my samples. What else? I didn't bring as many as I had the other day. Oh, this is a kind of a really easy one to get along with. This is MFK Petite Matin. And this one I don't mind spilling. Fuck it. But yeah, this is like super fresh laundry. A little bit of florals. It's kind of got some fruitiness. If you're familiar with the candy sweet tarts. Oh, Havana by Aramis, dude, that's bomb. If you like that, dude, check out Man in Black, or even better, I like that tobacco. Oh, that's old school. Blue Jeans Man, I remember that. This one, this History's de Perfume, tobacco, well done. But Petite Matin, it's good. Oh, okay, so Cool Water. Yeah, you're going old school. So I just got a recent formulation of Cool Water, and I bought a bundle, and the dude threw in some freebies. One of them was Cool Water. I hadn't smelt it in, I don't know, 20 years, 25 years. So, but I got it. Dude, the longevity on the current formulation of Cool Water, I'm so shocked. I'll spray it on at night, 'cause just getting out of the shower. So I'm gonna spray on, and I'll smell it in the next day. It'll still be coming up from my shirt. And I know so many people that talk shit about the new formulation. No, it's not gonna smell like the original. But it definitely impressed the hell out of me, and how long it lasted for such a cheap fragrance. So all day I'll endorse the current formulation of Davidoff Cool Water. Like, yeah, it's not expensive either. Which Hugo Boss? I've got their Oud Aromatic. It's this green bottle. That one smells like the current Gucci Elixir with the green juice. It smells almost identical. It's got similar white floral openings with a little bit of jasmine and like this chocolate undertones. And it also smells similar to YSL Myself, the original. So, all right, man. It might be just you and I. I'm not sure if you're still on St. Jason. The one that looks like a clear canteen. Oh yeah, my dad used to wear that back in the day when I was a kid. Go and take some sprays. He also had a Scada. That was a good one. That one's worth a lot of money now. The original Scada Parome, I think. It's like a gold bottle with black background and gold lettering. That was fire. He had also had the Polo green bottle, the OG, that beast. It's good shit. The one that I like is, yeah. All right. Two of y'all in here, much appreciate the love. I love the interaction, St. Jason. I really do. It made my time fly by. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Wishing you and your family the best. I'll be back probably tomorrow and probably the next couple of days, because I'm in prep for another couple of months. So catch my lives. I'll be announcing them. Sometimes I'll go live right away, but at least I'll try and give 15, 20 minutes if I can, heads up. And it'll just be kind of more like this. We can talk more about life, talk more about current movies, shows, philosophy, books, gardening, coffee, all this shit, right? So, you too, man. Take it easy, y'all. Bye.